going on, man? We back with episode 2 of season 1 of Tru Sons, man.
Yeah. Sons.
I'm Jeremy Macklin.
Sean Weatherspoon.
Kevin Rutland.
All right, and we're going to kind of pick it back up where we kind of left off at, man. So, Frank, I'm going to ask you, man, just explain to me what that true freshman year was like at Mizzou.
Ooh, man. True freshman at the University of Missouri. Coming from Jasper, Texas, I was just on this high, bro. I'm like, man, I got to get it. I got to lock in. I got to go out there and be on this team and be a part of this team. So, man, once we put that work in, man, looking forward to camp, man, I was super excited to be a true freshman at Missouri, bro. I think for me, it was pretty much like, I ain't coming back to Jasper, Texas, but my big brother went to college, came back home. He's supposed to be in the league. Yeah. My other big brother went to college, came back home. He's supposed to be in the league. So, man, my mindset was just different, bro. I was like, if I go back to Jasper, it's going to be with that degree, and it's going to be with some hardware, So, man, I was just excited, bro. It was just a great place to be, and I didn't know what was to come, but I knew it was going to be fun, and I knew I had to do it on my own. Wasn't nobody going to wake me up, tell me I had to be here, I had to be there. It was like, hey, I know I ain't coming home, but I got to be locked in to make it happen.
Yeah.
That's wild. Yeah. So, and for me, like I said, I came, I didn't have any expectations of playing, you know what I mean? So I'm there because this was the next step. You play football in high school. If you're good enough, you go and you play it in college. This is the natural next step. It probably stops after that, but that's why I'm here. And it's kind of odd because I didn't have like the big football dreams freshman year. But I also didn't have like big academic dreams either. So I'm really just out there.
Just there.
I'm just there.
Yeah.
I'm having a good time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm thinking I'm going to have a great time. I'm a maybe along the way figure out what I want to do. It was never football. You know what I mean? I'm like, maybe I'll go into, I don't know, I'll be an accountant or something like that, manage somebody's money. That's the 18-year-old thinking, football not going, NFL's not happening.
Yeah.
So I'm there freshman year, and I'm learning that I am the only one thinking like this. Everybody else there got their mind made up. So I got a quick story about when I kind of first met you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or at least like had any conversation. I probably seen you around now. I didn't know anything about rivals. I didn't know who was the top rank, who was the work rank. Turns out he was our number 1 recruit. I guess he was worth it.
Big Mac.
Big Mac was worth it, you know what I mean? And I didn't even know how you had gotten injured. You know what I mean? So you had gotten injured. And you can get into that. But so I'm in the dorm room. This is freshman year, camp. I'm new on campus. I don't know anybody. And we haven't moved into our real dorms yet. And I'm on Madden. And I was a beast at Madden. You know what I mean? I ain't played in a long time, but it's probably I can pick it back up.
Trash now, but keep going.
Easy. We'll see how trash. So I'm on the game, and Matt coming to my room. And it's me and my roommate. I think I had like Brandon Mash or something like that. And Mac was like, yo, can I get down? Can I play? I'm like, you want to get this whooping? Come on in here. But he's on crutches, and he's got like leg all wrapped up. I don't even know what happened to him because I didn't know you when you had gotten hurt. And he's sitting there, and he got his leg propped up, probably blocking the TV a little bit, blocking my screen. I'm like, all right, you trying to get me? I'm gonna take him up. So we get on the game. I'm on the phone
The whole time.
That's what I may have said hi to him. But other than that, I'm talking to you leave home, you still got a girl back home, and that's what I was on the phone with. So I'm talking, and I'm going. I mean, quarters going by, and I keeps going. He not doing no scoring.
No,
it's a wrap. I might have beaten him, dog. I'm literally like 63 to like 7, and I probably gave him 7. You know what I mean?
It was bad.
It was a whooping.
To my defense, I was an Xbox guy. We was on PS. We was on PlayStation. Right or wrong? Just right or wrong.
Well, the game was it's a little bit different. But if you nice, you nice.
Okay.
And I was nice.
ABC or XO. That's the only difference.
The controller looks a little anyway. So I'm whooping them, right? And this is like when I'm the story is when I'm finding out that I'm the only person with this mindset that's not coming here to play. So I hang up the phone, and now we kind of talking. And he was like, yeah, man, I got hurt during the summer. He said, but I'll probably play 3 years here and leave. And I remember thinking, sheesh, bruh, I don't know who you are, one, and look at your leg. I don't know who need to tell you, you're not going to the league in 3 years, dog. You sitting here crippled right next to me.
Man.
You know what I'm saying? And, I mean, if we're going to do any foreshadowing, that was it.
Wow. Yeah,
you fast forward. He told me then, in a cast, might not have known my name. I barely knew his name. He was like, I'm going to play here 3 years and I'm leaving.
Man.
Wow.
Dog, it's so crazy that, like, that story, because the day I did it, the next day, right, So long story short, we're in the summer, we're playing 7-on-7. And I never forget, man. I go
on his day off.
On the day off. This is an
That's
extra
his
7-on-7.
grind. That's his grind, though.
Right?
What?
So now, like,
Yes.
because it was only about 20, 25 guys out there.
Okay.
Right?
Wasn't
So,
it?
Yeah.
so I go up, I catch a ball in the back of the end zone, right? I get pushed in my back, I come down, I hyperextend my right leg.
Yeah.
Right, hyperextended, right? I had never been hurt,
Yeah.
right? When I was 9, I missed a couple of games, had stitches in my hand, like whatever.
but nothing
I had
serious.
never been hurt. So like, I do it, something happens. I'm just thinking, you hyperextend the leg a little bit. You get up.
Yeah.
I get up, I take a step, my whole leg just goes back, and I'm like, whoa, this ain't right. Something ain't right. So I had never been hurt. So day off, we trying to find now Rex. We can't find them because it's our day off.
They ain't got no trainers at they 7-on-7.
Just going.
These
just
dudes
going.
are gladiators.
So finally we get Rex, man. We go in there and all the things, and Rex is like, hey, I think you tore your ACL. I don't even know what that means. What does that mean? Like, what are you telling me?
You from Midland. Doc, you from Midland.
Yo, so I'm like, yo,
this?
what is that? Right? So I go through just what happened, my surrogate dad, right? Family that kind of took me in, and Jeff Perry, shout out, is
people.
Yeah.
Took us all in.
Yeah, you know,
that's the amazing thing about our families too. Like,
man,
we
crazy,
all
man.
became
Crazy.
everybody's kids.
Yeah.
But he's a doctor,
Sons.
urologist. So he's, not an orthopedic, but he's, whatever. So he kind of explains to me what it is, right? So I'll never forget, man. The next day, I haven't even had surgery yet. The next day, I go in for treatment,
Yeah.
and he does they put Russian stem at the time
Stem on you.
in straight leg, right?
Yeah.
Man, I ain't cried so bad. I've never cried so bad in my life, dog. So we do that, right? And I'll never forget. I call home and I'm like, man, I don't want to be here.
It's a wrap.
I want to go home. Like I want to go home.
Yeah.
Right? So I'll take that back. My bad. It was the day after surgery. So we're now in our dorms at North South
Sitting
Hall.
outside
Okay,
the little
so you're
subway.
recovery.
Yes.
You're recovery.
So I'm
Bro, I
recovering now. So it was the day after surgery.
Mm-hmm.
I call and I'm like, yo, I want to go home.
I'm out.
I'm out. Right?
I don't know if
I'll never forget that I want to go
I
home.
was crying out there, like right outside.
yeah.
I put my arm around cuz, like,
Bro.
man, like we gonna get through this, you know?
The first bond.
He was talking about St. Louis.
Yeah.
Like
Home.
Yeah.
he was going
So
home.
Cindy, I'll never forget, we in the hotel. Cindy's my surrogate mom, right? We're in the hotel for a first, couple of days, then I moved into the dorm. So kind of backtracking a little bit. I couldn't use the bathroom. I'm on these medication. So she gets mad. She probably just frustrated. The first time she's ever gotten mad at me,
Yeah.
right? I've known you since I was 9.
Yeah.
Raised her voice at me, kind of yelled at me because I wouldn't go number 2. Just so man.
Bullshit. Bullshit out there.
So it's just a whole, it's just crazy how what you remember, man.
Yeah.
So but yeah, man. So all that happened. First day of treatment, right? They put me in a Russian stem. I want to go home.
Yeah.
Come pick me up now.
This is back when ACLs were still
man,
real.
so-
yeah.
Man, all the stuff, man. I get to you tell the story about how you whooped me.
I did.
Right? And that whole
He was
camp,
on
man.
them drugs. He couldn't
Oh, that's
play.
the excuse?
Hey, listen.
Going the wrong way.
Yeah, someone right.
Yeah.
Because I'm a dog now, though. One of the best in the world, actually.
I've heard.
I was a gamer now. I don't think I got many wins against Brother Macklin.
No, he
But man, just that whole process, man, and just if it wasn't for my family at home, if it wasn't for you guys, right? We had just now kind of you fast forward and getting to know you guys, right?
Yeah.
My roommate Jared Perry,
P-Love.
seeing him play was awesome, right?
Yeah.
I thought that
went
I'd be a
crazy.
little bitter about it,
Yeah.
but he played as a true freshman, so did Denario, and I was happy. These are guys that came in with me.
Yeah.
I got to know them a little bit, man, but it was just, if I didn't have the support group there and the support group back at home, man, I was going home.
yeah.
Home. And I had found out my girlfriend at Mizzou was cheating on me. I'm
out.
I was ready to
When
go
you
home.
that age,
Ready to go home.
she cheating.
Yeah. And I'm away too.
Ready to go home, man.
That's
So-
tough, bro.
But man, dog, just now we talked about kind of in the freshman year, but like, let's talk about like the football experience part. So like, yeah, you end up redshirting, correct? But like the football experience part.
Yeah. So in my mindset, I'm still an offensive player. Probably our first 2 years in Mizzou.
Yeah.
I would say.
Now, I'm at safety my first year. I'm at corner my second year, and then kind of back at safety a little bit second year. But in my head,
What was your number?
oh man, so I get to Mizzou. I was 16.
That boy was Brad Smith.
Y'all remember this?
That boy was Brad.
So look, I wore 16. We had a game, like our first home game. And you know, red shirt guys suit up.
Yeah.
I'm on the sideline with 16 on. This is our Mizzou fans are behind me.
You about to be slaughtered.
Rutland, you take that jersey off your back right now. You haven't earned it. I'm like, what are you talking? You know, I didn't follow Mizzou. I don't know who Brad Smith is.
Yeah.
I found out that day.
Yeah.
And I changed immediately. I was like, hey, coach, this I can't wear
Need
no
something different.
I need something different. I need something different. But in my head, I played quarterback in high school. A little bit of running back, a little bit of receiver. Put the ball in my hands. So as we're going through that season, they remember like, hey, this dude played a little quarterback. We were playing against Colorado. And I'm not sure who the guy was, but they had a running quarterback. They were like,
Anytime a team had a running quarterback.
anytime. But the first time we
that
were
work.
Colorado, they were like, hey, Rutland, do you want to do scout team quarterback? I'm like, gladly.
Yeah.
Let me show what I'm about because I got something. So
Dancing.
we had something called Scout Team Player of the Week. I had never won the award. In fact, I was probably they get ready to send me back home anyway. I had never won the award until I had to play quarterback for the entire week, and I went in. Those are my game days.
Yeah.
Every day, dog. I'm probably in the mirror before we go to practice. I'm praying. I'm about to go kill.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm treating it like a game day, and I
Ridiculous
killed.
too.
Yeah.
No offense to anybody who started that year, my freshman year, redshirt year, but I killed all them.
Yeah.
But you
I
look
don't
like
care.
Reggie McNeil out there at the
I
Mizzou
was
practices.
running and throwing. I didn't even throw the ball in high school.
Yeah.
But against them, I was going crazy.
Listen, I don't know if this was freshman year,
Yeah.
but somebody in this room got a little fed up one day when you was playing.
But they put a
Scout team
Hey,
quarterback.
they put a hit out on Rutland.
Man, look,
They
that was
put a hit
freshman
out
year.
on Rutland, bro. It wasn't his fault. But let me take lead right here quick.
Please tell me
Bro,
what happened.
the OGs put a hit out on him. It was Brian Smith. You know, shout out to Smitty from Denton Ryan. He was one of the best pass rushers at Missouri in the Big 12. I mean, just ball. Look him up. It's out there. And so Kevin, he out there just. I'm talking about he hitting
Giving
that.
them all I
He
got.
hitting them boys with the R1. He hitting them boys with the L1.
Yeah.
I mean, he jumping over. He's just out there going crazy, and it's making Eberflus going crazy right now. You know, all them coaches like to scream now.
Yeah.
Especially when you lose leverage on that edge, bro. When you so Kevin out there
I make
doing
bad
his
angles
thing.
look real bad.
And so, you know, I don't think we really got to him that first time. You know, like he said, he was getting down. But it was one of them days. I think we might have been playing A&M.
We were.
And I want to say Reggie McNeil was still there, and they had Stephen
Somebody
McGee.
was running.
So
Yes.
it was like they had the
Down
right
in-
quarterback.
y'all played at College
we
Station.
went
At
to,
College
we
Station.
went down there, and so during that week, it was a little colder too. Toward the end of the year, it was a little cold. But Kevin, I mean, they was running like speed option. They might have been running the veer. They
it
was
was
running
old school.
all traditional option.
I'm
work.
never pitching it. It's
Man,
me.
this dude. So I'm at the weak side. I'm at the weak side backer, which naturally is my position. And one thing about my freshman year, I felt like I was supposed to be playing. You know, I was always getting those affirmations by things that I did better than everybody else, or something I was able to do that someone couldn't do. Anyway, man, we get to practice. This dude dancing, bro. I come from the backside. That boy K. Rutt, he running. He don't see me, bro. I'm just tracking it like a wheel linebacker does.
I see you now.
He turned up. As soon as he turned up,
Yeah.
man, I caught him with a shoulder punch. Same foot, same shoulder. He was running.
I was running in
He
the
was
air.
running in the air still. That's how fast he was. That boy was running. He landed like on his hip.
Yeah.
Oh, he hit that ground like, it's like ski.
Like a little rock skipping.
I was like, no.
It was cold.
I was like, that's my dog. I wasn't supposed to do that.
The reason I know is A&M because if you redshirt and you're going back to Texas, you can travel on those weeks.
Yes, indeed.
But you couldn't travel. You were hurt. I almost had to miss traveling
Yeah.
to see my family.
Because of him.
And I feel bad about that because I'm like,
of him.
if he don't get to go, man, they got my man getting, he getting touched up a little bit, get a little medicine to go down there and warm up, man.
go and warm
so
up.
I'm feeling bad about that because, I mean,
My
I
hip
want him to see his
used to
people.
move. I could move. It was so much fluid. I could move it.
Yeah.
Like,
That boy had
like
a
a muscle.
hematoma on there. Boy.
It was bad. So that
It was rough.
That was my freshman year. I got my glory out of scout team quarterback. Anytime I was on scout team for defense,
Going through the motion.
And it
Going through the
wasn't the fact that I was trying to take Kevin out.
No.
It was the fact that he runs so fast. you got to match it. Like, he's
Absolutely,
really out here dancing on us, bro. Like, it looked like Brad Smith is over here on the scout team,
Bro.
and why he ain't in the game? You know,
Bro,
like, that's how it looked.
Dude, one of the things I used to hate the most throughout, my playing career is when, like, they would tell our scout team, like, the tempo to go at.
Yeah.
If we going, it's for, like, I can't be going full and you going half.
No, it's not gonna work.
You got to give me now.
Give me a
Granted,
look.
if you don't want collisions in the air and like all that, but
Protect
like,
him.
don't tell him to go half speed while I'm supposed to be working on getting my reads and stuff.
Brother-in-law. We call that brother-in-law.
Yeah, we're not doing
I'm
that.
gonna hold your hand through that.
Man, that's wild, bro.
So Frank,
Yeah.
So that situation, right? So that's a little bit about your plan. So what? Because you played
Bro.
a little bit, so kind of tell us
We was
how
nice.
that was. Yeah,
The twos was nice, bro.
yeah.
The two, like, we had to, like, those the guys I knew, the guys in my class, you know what I'm saying? So when we were out there, bro, we banded together and we were trying to earn some playing time,
Yeah.
and it kind of felt like it was attainable, but then it was like, man, no matter what I do,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I ain't getting in there to get
Hamster
no
wheel.
real plays, so I'm playing special teams, and then, camp is pretty much, you get your reps, so you get a chance to learn and get better at linebacker. So I was just getting better. In that first game, man, I blocked the punt.
Did you really?
I blocked the punt against Murray State, man.
did.
Okay.
We playing
He did.
Murray State. Jake, I think your high school running back, Jake
Yeah.
Jones. Josh
Shout out
Jones
Jay
was a
Jones,
tailback.
man. Yeah,
man.
yeah,
Shout
He
out
was
to
a
Jay Jones.
tailback at
Shout out
Murray
to Jay
State.
Jones,
So
yeah.
don't give me no incentives now. Somebody out there, I'm already jealous of Mac. I'm gonna go get his partner. We're gonna get him.
Somebody got to see me.
Somebody got to get it. So I mean, the whole defense tackled Josh Jones, man. We had him up. We had him on the Massey Center, but they had a picture of Murray State.
I believe.
Everybody got it.
listen. I
Earl
think he
down.
had like 10 carries for 1 yard that game or something like crazy
That's
like
not
that.
all his fault.
Yeah, bro. We bought that win.
Yeah.
But anyway, bro, I started off, man, that first game, get that punt. I think I'm the man. I'm on campus. They know my name. Now I'm like, oh yeah, it's like Jasper,
Yeah,
No
yeah.
more reps.
Dope boy.
No more reps on defense, bro. So I went just weeks and weeks and weeks without getting no real reps. So they had to pay for it on special teams, bro. And that's just what I was about. So I ended up getting the hammer for some hits. They give you a hammer when you smack something at Mizzou. You get the hammer award. So I hammered them, hammered them like I was supposed to.
Yeah.
And so, man, balled out on special teams. And then I remember we played Oklahoma, man. I graded out 100%, 3 plays. No reps the next game. So my daddy, though, they driving up from Texas, man. My folks, a lot of people don't know this, man, but my folks, man, they was going through some stuff. My dad and mom, they wasn't on the same page. They had to borrow money to come up to Missouri. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
come see me play.
Yeah.
Just on kickoff. So my dad, he like, hold on now. He doing about the same as them other boys,
Why isn't he?
He went up there and talked to Flus, and that made me cringe as an athlete, as a competitor. I'm like, Daddy, get up, get your be doing that, man. I'm gonna get mine, and it worked out. I got a chance to be developed and learn, and learn how to compete at that level, man. So I'm proud of that.
Man,
Which doesn't happen anymore.
Freshman year, bro,
That
true
is-
freshman.
I'm a high school football coach now.
Yeah.
Right. I got a little cousin right now that's in the mix of it. It's completely different.
Yeah,
Completely
They
different.
would have sent him home, y'all.
Completely different. Yeah.
He wouldn't have got a chance to wait,
Yeah. No.
till his junior year to finally
Play?
What?
No, you're not cutting the mustard.
It's a new game.
Yeah, it's all new. All new.
Man, my experience is a little different, right? Being hurt, right? Recovering from an ACL, especially with the mindset I had coming in and the dreams and the aspirations,
shit.
right? All that.
That's why he was so crushed.
Yeah,
back
man.
to St. Louis.
But like I said, man, I think big believer everything happens for a reason. And it also, I feel like, gave me a new perspective on everything that really I was venturing into, right? And just, I think it helped us get close, right? I think it helped that whole class. I think, especially staying in the dorms, right? With us three, Denario, JP, Dale.
Freshmen gonna be in the same classes too, So we was locked in with you.
What's my guy name that was supposed to be in the dorm but never stayed in the dorm?
D. Groom.
D. Groom.
Dominic
you know what
Groom,
I mean? So,
quarterback from Tampa.
man, lad, just
Shout out
from
Groom.
that standpoint, man. But
You feel me? Hey, people from Florida, dog. When I met people from Florida for the first time, was at Mizzou. Cause they put their hands on you when they talk to you.
Yeah, man.
Like you look the other way, they like. I'm like, bro, he's in the middle of the lecture, bro. You about to get us all fired in here, bro. We're gonna be all doing boards.
oh my God, man. Grooms, man. Shout out Grooms. But nah, man, just it gave me an opportunity though to focus academically, right? I was a 3.0 student.
Dean's list.
Dean's list. Dean's list.
And then I got stronger, right? We used to have this thing called Gun Club for
He
guys.
got too strong.
Yeah. I've been trying to see if I can get the picture and post it on here or show it on it one
on
day,
Facebook.
man. But,
See these buys and tries.
man, so gun club, man, we lifted, I think, an extra, maybe even 2 extra days than
Yes.
everybody else.
Early.
And early, and it was just all about getting stronger, right? So guys who redshirted, guys who were hurt, who couldn't play. So for me, man, it was just all about, that piece of it. And I got used to the college life a little bit, probably a little bit freely on weekends, right? Me and Rut getting together and doing stuff when y'all traveling.
Yeah, y'all boys kicking it.
All the
Kicking it
things,
hard.
man.
I ain't getting no reps. I'm jealous. They could have left me in Columbia.
I had a great time. I had a great time back home.
I'm in the loo right now.
On top of that, right? Kirkwood is a place where a bunch of people from Kirkwood go, so I knew a bunch of people down there, man. So
He was the plug. We didn't miss anything because everyone knew him. He knew everybody.
Yeah.
Any
Well,
party we want to
man.
go to, we freshmen. We
That's
get in because
mad.
we done with J-Mac.
frat parties, all that stuff.
He almost got us killed in St. Louis a couple for 4th of July.
Man, listen.
Ease up now. Watch out. Watch
So,
out, St. Louis. Ease up.
Nah, man, I think for me, man, it was totally different. I did get to travel to Nebraska,
Yep.
brace on. And my recovery was very fast, right?
Okay.
Very fast, very efficient. They used cadaver, so essentially a ligament from a dead animal.
Was that new at the time?
That was new at the time. I don't think
Medicine.
they do that anymore.
Yeah.
So I rehab pretty fast. So, by the time we played, I did it like the last week of July. By the time we played Nebraska that year, I was able to at least run and jog, and I was running routes in
Pregame.
In pregame.
Yeah.
Okay.
There was some rumors out there.
Man,
They
listen,
might put him out there.
listen.
I'm watching the game like
Because you can redshirt somebody back then, like after
Yeah.
so you play so many games, right?
I think it's 3 games now.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't know what the rules are now. They all you got people 28 years old playing college ball, so it's a different story.
COVID.
But
years.
it's man, you got by the Sun Bowl though. Sun Bowl,
El Paso.
I had a talk with Coach Hill, and he asked. I don't think he's being serious, but he asked me, "Hey, how would you feel about burning your shirt?"
for this game.
I don't know if you remember Sun Bowl practice. I was giving the defense work with a big brace on,
I remember Rihanna.
playing scout.
Because remember you got the toilet bowl.
Yeah,
When you go to the bowl game, the older players would call it the toilet bowl.
Yeah.
So all the guys that's red shirted,
I was in that.
oh yeah, everybody amped up.
Yeah,
It's like a scrimmage almost.
Yeah.
Everything was live.
But
So
just
yeah,
for
I do
pressure.
remember Mac out there in that thin El Paso area.
and I
Fibbing.
do remember Rihanna too.
Yeah, we
Definitely
walked right
remember
by
her.
her.
Yeah, I
at
remember
halftime.
her.
I remember that.
But yeah, man, that's my freshman year in a nutshell, man. Got to spring ball. I know I didn't get there, but I'm back running. I ended up running a 4.3 that spring. Brace come off.
Boy took that brace off because that first rep.
Spring
I
game.
That
remember
first
that.
rep.
Yeah.
That first rep on that 40, he was close to my time.
Ran a
Hey, look,
4.59.
Cause
Hey, look, y'all ran it before I did.
Boy, got the
I told them that day,
unstrapping.
and y'all like, hey, Rud, it's a slow clock, man. Ready to go slow. I'm like, man, y'all don't know me.
Yeah.
Coach E had come to me after like one of those practice where I was playing quarterback. He was like, look, if you don't go sub 4.4, you jogging. And I was like, yeah, you know. And I did that 2 freshman year. That was my claim to fame.
Y'all boys was chopping, bro.
Yeah.
So-
But he said, you take the brace off, and then it was never looking back.
Yeah, man.
We raced that year. No,
Yeah.
it was
No, it was the next year.
Oh, Lord.
I won.
Oh, man.
I won.
I ain't
But we
never-
won. Hey, listen,
We had to get into
we're
that
not
later.
getting to that, man. We're not
Okay.
getting to that.
Okay.
Just let the past be the past from that standpoint.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
You had a couple races and you lost both of them that I heard about.
Who else?
Denario in the indoors.
Never beat him. I never lost him. That's
Okay, you won that one.
crazy.
You won that one. You won it. My bad. My bad. Hey,
Come on.
my bad.
The only
You
other
won
time I almost it was neck and neck was somebody right next to me.
Okay.
He was training for the combine. We fast forward. He trained for the combine. Came out. We raced.
Okay.
Woo!
I was feeling ready now.
Man,
I was
running.
ready.
it was.
Yeah.
Who was racing outside my house that one time in St. Louis?
Yo,
It was Kip Edwards.
I might have got killed that day.
It was you a kid.
Boy can run, dog.
I'm out there racing
It was you a
cornerbacks.
kid. Yeah.
But see, that was me though. I was skinny, bro. Like I was 210 when I got to Missouri. So I'm thinking I'm a red shirt, but I'm like, not if I can get on special team.
Man.
Give me that. I'm going.
Yeah.
But I used to always have to run with those guys, bro. That's just what it was like. And I would just kind of find my way with them. And then, the other linebackers, they was carrying weight.
Yeah.
And so, I could just really get by them. And then once I put that weight on, I was still fast. It was weird. Like, they let me get up to like 240, bro. I'm like,
Yeah.
245. I'm like, you probably shouldn't do that. I'm 6'0".
Come on, man. He's up on my weight. Yeah.
But I was still productive and still moving. But that senior year, man, boy, I was a little thumb at Mizzou, bro. I was about 252.
heavy.
I was out there. I hit you, bro. I hit you and my body weight knock you back. I ain't even coming up my hips.
Yeah, I didn't put
I'm
nothing
like, yo, this is wild. So I had to get right back.
Yeah.
Hey, this is something that's very relevant right now.
Mm-hmm.
I want to touch on it, before we come to conclusion of this episode. NIL, okay? If NIL existed when we were in school, first, how do you think the dynamic would have changed?
Okay.
Do you still think we would have been as close as we were, right? And would you have stayed at Missouri? And I'm kind of talking to you right here, Rut, from that last part, because we played a lot earlier than you. Mm-hmm. So would you have stayed there, or would you have gone and try to pursue a different opportunity?
So I think we kind of hinted on it. I may not have had a chance to stay there.
Yeah. It probably
back
got
then,
you out of there, yeah.
They invest in you. You know what I mean? Your development was a big thing. You come as a freshman, they expect you to get stronger, faster, and things like that, and earn your spot. Would I have had a place to go is the question. You're not playing.
Yeah. No tape.
You know what I mean?
Tough.
Where do you go?
Yeah.
Am I willing to leave for that? I don't know. But we had gotten so close by that point, man. And really that's what brought me back. I remember going home freshman year and dying to come back. I'm like, yo, my brothers are at Columbia, Missouri. I got to get back to my family. You know what I mean?
Dang.
So, and even one time where we had just gotten back, I think from spring break, right around my birthday. And you may have picked me up from the airport in St. Louis, and I get to your house, and the baristas had like a cake and whatnot for me.
Yeah.
I didn't know this was happening.
Yeah.
I'm a little down anyway. I got to leave home
before
my birthday, but I get up there and we celebrated with your parents.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that had already started happening for me. So I'm not sure if I would have left out because y'all were already brothers by then. You know what I mean? So I would have stayed. One, because I wouldn't have been able to get any money anywhere else. But two, because it was family by then. You know what I mean? Y'all two could have left and gone somewhere.
Now that
really
now that I'm thinking about it, like I didn't. I mean, I had the tape from my freshman year of me just being aggressive on special teams and making some plays there. And when I got to the league, that's kind of what it was. Like you was going to be a special team player, and then you kind of grew into that. The offense wants you now. You can handle this. The defense wants you now. And so for me, if those guys would have been underclassmen, Dietrich Harrington, who started in front of me, Marcus Bacon, Houston legend, God rest his soul, my guy Bake. Brock Christopher, young guy. He was a young guy, so I knew I was going to play with him. But if those guys hadn't been underclassmen, I probably would have been weighing my options too because, I wanted to get out on that field and make it happen. I already didn't redshirt. So it's kind of like, I only got 3 more, you know what I'm saying? Unless I got to make the last 3 count. So,
and I guess the NIL stuff goes hand in hand with the transfer portal.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
No, but then again, I'm feeling like I heard my name be called a couple times, like Spoon. Bro,
it's already coming.
When my mom heard that in high school, she was like, "Hey, Boone, my baby." You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, mom, they just saying Spoon.
They just love me. What about you? Because
I think, so here's the thing. I think, we was number one team in the nation at one point, right? So I think we getting taken care of. I think, there's deals now. Now it's at a whole nother place, but there's a collective, right, that they can get amongst the team. But then you
Everybody
can get
eats.
Other local deals. I feel like that team with that experience and the things that we were doing that hadn't been done there, hadn't been ranked number one since 1960, right? I think those local deals are going to come in for a bunch of us.
My goodness.
So I think
we're marketable.
I think a little bit of change.
Like
I wasn't playing, but I had a little something.
My man had the dance, pulling out your satchel,
man.
He would have made. Come on.
What restaurant wouldn't want to get him with a spoon in his hand?
Exactly.
I
eat here too.
I'd have been right there. I've been in front of High V. Out there with a spoon.
Come eat.
Like
orange chicken and High V. Yeah.
I think for us, it would have, clearly we would have got paid, but I think it would have, I don't know if it would have changed the dynamic of our team very much. I could see a 5-star like Chase Patton, who was playing behind Chase Daniel. He probably would have got out of there and
smart move
made some money somewhere else and hopped in the transfer portal.
Good point.
I think
but he's also a hometown guy.
Yeah.
So the way that it wouldn't have affected our team speaks a lot to our coaches, bro. I feel like because when I talk to guys who play for like Nick Saban, that which comes from the same tree as Coach Pinkel, the Don James tree. It's like once you get there, you can just throw them stars away.
That's true.
Because you was gonna be developed. Like you were gonna have to really go out there and get it. You wasn't gonna just be put out there just because.
That's true.
And so I think it kind of wouldn't have affected our team as much because the guys who were supposed to be getting paid would have been getting paid, and they would have been taking their brothers with them because that's just how we rock.
Yeah, we were that close. We were that close.
But man, I appreciate y'all tuning in, man, for episode 2 of season 1 of Tru Sons, man.
Yes, sir, Tru Sons.
No, we're gonna see y'all next time.
Yes, indeed.